Kyle, this might be my favorite film
It's
we've ever reviewed.
It's so good.
So good. I can't with this movie. Guys, you're in for a treat. Strap yourselves in. It's time to melt down.
Look, let's make this easy, all right? I mean, otherwise the chief is gonna have my ass. So I don't want to get rough.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Oh! Ah!
That's right. Welcome to the 34th episode of Good, Bad, or Bad, Bad, the show where we watch terrible movies, tell you if you should too. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Shilligan. Joined, as always, co-host Kyle Hinton.
I'm still amped for this, dude.
I'm so amped. Real quick, before we get going, I have an exciting new adventure to promote, to bring to you people. I have a new podcast. It's called This Film Is Lit. Great name. I know, you're psyched. Here's what it is. It's me and my girlfriend. She's got an English degree. I have a film degree. So what we do is we watch films that are book adaptations. She reads the book. I don't read the book. And then we break down, like, is the film better? Is the book better? We go in, we play some games where she reads character descriptions from the book, and I try to guess what character it is.
Shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyways, it's on iTunes, probably on Stitcher. This Film Is Lit. Check it out. Thanks, guys. All right. Let's get into it. Kyle, this was a recommendation. We were scrolling through the old Facebook messages, looking random for movies, because we didn't know what we were going to review. And one of them said Meltdown 2009, and it said, like...
Joe Estevez and Robert Z'Dar.
We saw Joe Estevez and Robert Z'Dar, and we're like, oh, we'll check it out.
Estevez or Estevez?
Well, it's Emilio Estevez, so Joe Estevez. They're really...
I know, I've always said Estevez.
I know you have, but I don't think
Is that not right?
It might be. I honestly don't know. I've always heard...
Somebody throw in our comment section.
I've always heard, because like when you say Emilio Estevez, they don't say Estevez, and it's his brother, so, or his uncle or something. Yeah. So, I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. So, we found it, movies on YouTube, started clicking through it, and we were like, yep.
The second I saw this guy in his button-up sleeveless shirt,
holy shit,
I was like, I'm on.
Holy shit,
we're doing this.
Holy shit. So this movie, I'm so amped. This movie is one of those written and directed by the main star. It's like a Neil Breen film. It's
when we found out that this guy wrote it and directed it, I was literally jumping out of my chair going, yes.
He's a true auteur. He only made this one film. His name's Christopher J. Martin. You'll see him in all his glory. The man is amazing. This film is incredible. It's Neil Breen, except like way less insane and like a few percent more competent. Like there's, you know what I mean, in the sense that it's somewhat assembled like a film, but it's super low budget. This is
simple to follow. This is a simple film to follow.
It's not like a Neil Breen film that's like, what is even happening?
But there is nothing I like more than a self-aggrandizing auteur.
Yes.
Who does nothing but makes his own jerk-off material.
Yes. Oh my god. And that's what this is. Pudgy Browen Wilson is like just...
Wow.
Every time I saw him, I couldn't help but be like, oh, Browen Wilson over here with his fucking sleeveless cut-off shirts. And he's got Owen Wilson blonde hair. This movie came out in 2009, so he's like right in that time of terrible. But he looks a little... It's like that early 2000s fashion, kind of. And oh my god. Okay. We got to get into this, because it's mind-blowing. You always know a movie's going to be good when... the production company at the beginning is the name of the film. We've said this before, but when it's Meltdown Films in LLC or whatever, that's a mark of quality. You know you're going to get something good. So we open up on the pre-credits, limo at a junkyard. A limo drives in.
The people that get out of this limo
are
like straight from either a GTA game.
Yes.
Or they're walking. It's like they're part of like a cabaret circus or something like that. They're bonkers characters.
Yeah.
That woman in particular.
Yes.
It looks
Sandy.
like she looks like. I mean, she's literally a character in a sitcom.
Yeah. No, it's insane. She has like shaved heads with tattoos. She looks, and this is how I always took me. First, I was like, she looks like a lizard person. But then after that, what she actually looks like, she looks like a cyborg to me. Like, she looks like she should be playing like a weird, like, future cyborg lady or something with that hair and the tattoos and, like, the necklace and stuff. She looks like not a real human person. Like, it's very interesting. So she's part of this gang, and they pull out this guy who knows, some bad.
This guy who clearly looks like an undercover agent.
Yeah. Oh, is that what he was supposed to be? He was like undercover.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know if he was that or just like some drug deal.
I love the henchman wearing the Cafe Dublin shirt.
All the people in this wear the clothing in this is incredible. Like, you know how movies like The Stabilizer was so dated by the clothing it was, and High Kicks. This is very dated in the mid 2000s when you see all of the clothing that the people are wearing. It's kind of amazing. So yeah, they basically just kill this guy who's a undercover guy. He pulls
out what it looks like a fucking Atari controller.
They put him in a car and then blow it up. And the guy has a great line. I can't remember what he says. Oh, this is where we meet a dragon is here, and he has his cane. He has a dragon cane. Dragon, he's the main bad guy. He's like the drug kingpin or whatever. And there's a great shot in this when he's walking over to the guy in the car where the camera pans as he's walking, and then the guy walks out of the shot, and the shot just holds. And that happens all the time in this.
Yes.
Where it's just like...
There's like 5 seconds of just nothing.
Yeah, and this is one of the most incompetently shot films we've had in quite a long time. You know what I mean? This is like almost Ben and Arthur level. It's not as low quality camera, but it's a similar type of like... quality of cinematography.
Yes. Whoa, boy.
Now, you asked for Dragon. He won't be there, but a guy by the name of Crazy Eddie will.
All right, so they blow this guy. Well, what does this line mean? When somebody says, the turkey can sing, but he's also roasted.
That turkey can sing, but he's also roasted. Burn, bitch, burn.
What? I don't understand what that means.
You're asking the one-liners in this movie to make any sense?
They're all nonsense. There's so many times where the lines don't make any sense. Okay, we'll get to it, but...
Yours is not the reason why wins, though. Yours is to do. Or die.
So they blow him up, boom, into the credits, and it's great, like, iMovie credits, opening credits, you know, Meltdown comes up, and it, like, flames away.
Oh, my God. And the actors, they're, like, top and bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, these are fucking iMovie credits. And then, so, yes, Joe Estevez and Robert Z'Dar are in the film. Their names come up.
And then, I think, like, one of the first people we see after the credits
chief.
is the chief.
Yeah.
That actor
Stan
seems
Kroenke.
so familiar.
He looks like Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Rams. No, he's not, but he looks like him. I'll put in a picture. But I didn't know who he was. I hadn't seen him ever.
Yeah.
Anything.
I've seen him in, like, a thing.
Really?
That's it. I'm not
I've
sure.
never seen him.
I'm not sure. I mean, it was low budget as well.
Right,
in the 90s.
Yeah. Okay, so we're introduced to the chief, and this is FBI. These are FBI agents, and they want to bring down Dragon, so they're bringing in a special agent to go undercover in Dragon's organization, criminal syndicate, right? Yep.
I'm assigning you to a covert operation called Dragon Slayer. You'll be going in deep on this one. Very little contact to the outside, and no backup until you get in all the way.
So they bring in Browen Wilson. This motherfucker does not own a single suit that fits him.
Oh, have a seat, Mr. Thomas.
Well, as always.
The fucking suit he's wearing when he walks into the scene is like 8 sizes too big for him. The sleeves come down over his hands. He looks like a baby.
That's why he has to rip them all off.
No, but his sleeves literally on the suit come down to like here. Like, and he has 2 different suits that fit him the exact same way. Terribly. Like, it's so weird.
And this scene is where the audio issues became really apparent.
Oh my God. they don't know how to mic a scene. They don't know how it's. But yeah, this is when it first becomes super obvious because when it's just the chief at first, it sounds okay.
Mm-hmm.
This assignment needs to be handled carefully.
But then when there's multiple people get involved, they only mic one thing, and then they
like what there's a part where bro
Wilson, you can't not call him that.
There's a part where Bro Wilson's looking through pictures, and you can hear the paper ruffle while Joseph is trying to talk.
Murder is not only his fellow drug dealers, but anybody else he's considered. That, along with the drug trafficking. Well,
and he's clearly on the other side of the room.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Where like they mic up the shot, and as soon as Brown Wilson comes in, the mic is only on him. It's only on him because he's the writer-director. He's the important one. So he gets the mic. Everybody else just has to talk in the corner across the room, and you can kind of hear them.
That, along with the drug trafficking. Well,
so how do I fit into all this?
Like such an amazing movie.
It's so fucking good. I can't get over this movie.
Every single time, because every time somebody enters a shot, they have the widest possible shot you can get, and I was expecting a boom to drop in the frame.
And the reason they do that, I think, is because there's not a camera person, so he sets up a super wide shot so that he can just leave it there and not have to fuck with it and film. You know what I mean? Like there's when they're doing conversations where the framing's completely off.
First off, did you see in the credits who the cinematographer was?
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah.
Or I don't know his wife, but the girlfriend who might be his girlfriend in real life. Well, everybody in the credits that was on the production crew is all of the actors in the movie.
Yeah, the guy who plays the one of the like Hinchin Kelly, Hinchin, is the director like of lighting.
Yeah, the
like
key grip. Yeah, I know, it's so fucking amazing. It's like if Neil Breen had friends. Like it's what this. I'm sure Neil Breen has a couple friends. But... All right, so basically they got to go and they call it Operation Dragon Slayer.
Called Dragon Slayer. You'll be going in deep on this one.
First off, they need the meet cute.
Oh, just before we get to the meet cute, your favorite line is right here.
Yeah. The chief says, "All right, you start in 2 days. Get a good night's rest. Get some ass.
Get a piece of ass,
and get ready."
Yeah.
You start in 2 days. So get a good night's rest. Get a piece of ass. And be ready.
That is the greatest line I've ever had in the movie.
It's so good. And there's a bunch of doozies in this one, but that's a good one. So yeah, so he goes to the shooting range. And this is the meet cute, which this drives me crazy later at a moment in the film at something the female actress says. But so he meets the female, there's a girl, they're shooting next to him, woman shooting next to him. And they're shooting and it's like some bullshit. He says like, "Oh, where'd you learn to shoot like that?"
Where'd you learn to shoot like that? You know, you put a lot of guys to shame.
And I'm like, this is the FBI range. She is an FBI agent.
Wait.
Where do you think she learned to shoot?
Sorry. We got to cut out what you just said and replace you with Keanu Reeves.
I am an FBI agent.
Because the way you said that was perfect.
She is an FBI agent. Oh, and this is guess who did the score? Well, there's a bunch of different scores or music. The music in this, I have so many things to say about. But one of the first pieces, the transition to the gun range, is there's like a banging. There's this like random piano banging. And I was like, holy shit, did Maxwell Caulfield do the music for this? Because it's just like bang, 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 bang. I was like, Jesus Christ. It's just random piano noise. Okay.
Oh, I love this movie so much.
It's so good. Oh, so I don't know what it cuts to, but we cut to the bad guys before the meet cute real quick, because we see the cyborg woman, and I don't even know what the context of the scene is, but she says a great line. She goes, "How dare he make me look stupid?"
How dare he make me look stupid?
And I'm like, you don't need any help with that, girl. I'm sorry, you don't need any fucking help. So we get to the shooting range. Like I said, and this is where we first get the first sleeveless, because he's not in the office, so he doesn't have to wear a suit. So he's rocking a sleeveless, collared,
button-up shirt.
Boy, do I have a rabbit hole when we're done with this review about those shirts. I just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, so just you wait. It's gonna get good, guys. All right. So like I said, it drives me crazy that he's like, "How did you learn how to shoot like that?" But fucking FBI. Anyways, so they do a little bet. She gets some bullseyes. He gives her money, and he's like, "We should go to dinner." Okay. Blah blah blah. And he says something like, "Is this a sympathy dinner?"
Why don't I take you to dinner with me tonight?
Is this a sympathy dinner?
And I'm like, fucking course it is. Look at yourself. Everything anybody does for you is sympathy. I don't know. I feel bad for this guy, but God, he earned it by doing. Because he even does a thing in the beginning where they're reading all of his accomplishments, and he has, wait for it, all of the medals.
Graduate of West Point. Veteran of the elite Delta Force. Decorated war hero. 3 Purple Hearts, 1 Bronze Star, 1 Silver Star, and awarded the Medal of Honor. You usually have to die for one of those.
Just like Neil Breen. He's got 3 Purple Hearts. He's got like
one of the medals, like normally you have to die for that one.
Yeah, he's got, so he has all of the medals. How great would it be? How amazing would it be if when he had his white colored button down with all the medals written on it? It would be incredible. Okay, so they go to a restaurant.
This scene.
Oh, this is the first one we watched when we were going through. We're like, all right, we got to do this. We got to do this.
All right, so this restaurant is full of people. It is full of people. Then our actors come.
Yeah.
Like the B-roll of actors in this restaurant could not be any more like, hey, come over here. You want to be in a movie for 5 minutes?
Yeah. I love when it's panning the opening setup of the restaurant. It pans across, and there's a fake Mona Lisa on the wall, which is like just the cheesiest thing to have in a restaurant, I feel like. So he's wearing his white suit now with a purple dress shirt underneath, and the girl comes in.
Okay, Brian, how ADR is this dialogue?
It's terrible. It's yes.
Is it all of the ADR?
It's all of the ADR.
To be honest with you, I'm a little worried about this case you're on. Seems too risky to me.
It's the same thought I've been having.
Because they're having a conversation, and she, like, there's a great moment where she's saying something, and she says, like, Chief's been after Dragon for a long time. And looks down at script, and then continues her line.
Well, Chief Thornbeck's been after Dragon for a long time. And along the way, Dragon's been able to slip through the cracks every single time.
Like, she literally, I swear, because she like stops, pauses, doesn't remember, looks down at the table, and then looks back up, and it's like, now I know my line.
And along the way, Dragon's been able to slip through the cracks every single time.
Okay.
Like
basically she's like, I'm worried about this because, it's dangerous. Even though they just met, so I don't understand why she cares that much. Anyways, then we get on to, I don't know what this is, but I wrote this, 1635. Oh no, why did they make Joe Estevez run? Oh, this is uncomfortable. There's a scene of Joe Estevez running, and he looks like he's about to die. Like, he just looks like I don't remember where he's going.
I'm pretty sure it's when he was trying to
the
stop
boat.
her.
It's going to the boat where, yes.
Okay, this is where the
scene.
dialogue, this is where the audio quality goes its worst.
Yes.
Can we cut the small talk and get on with this and tell me what I got to do here? Yeah, all right. Well,
And it's because I'm pretty sure it was just Joe Estevez, Browen Wilson, and a camera and a mic. There was no other people there because Joe Estevez's shot is framed like he's in the corner, dark, out of focus, and the boat behind takes up the entire shot and is in perfect focus. I'm like getting a real good shot of that boat here. This is glorious.
But he's basically like, you're not going to get any help on this. You're by yourself.
And he tells him to go meet Crazy Eddie.
Yes.
Yeah, which is Robert Zadar's character.
now, you asked for Dragon. He won't be there, but a guy by the name of Crazy Eddie will.
God rest his soul.
And there's so much wind in this scene, too. God rest his soul. Yeah. There's so much wind in this scene. Like you said, with the sound, it's just like over everything they're saying. Yes. The wind is just blowing over it.
Look, the first place you go is Old Pulaski Hall, all right? The restaurant there.
So then we cut to Robert Zadar, and my notes are just, oh no, Robert Zadar. I felt so bad.
Until they started spouting dialogue, and then you're like, this is the best part.
And he's crushing it. And he's actually, and I have that in my notes, I'm like, you know what? Say what the fuck you want about this movie, and he looks like he's moments from death, but Robert Zadar is fucking bringing it. Like, he's great.
He's amazing.
Great.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up, you nickel dick, and let me do the talking? I don't like the heat. This should go real freaking quick. Are we on the same program, man?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
He's out of breath the whole time. But he's great.
Whenever every single scene that he's in, they have a light that is literally about 3 feet from him.
Yeah.
Because like he gets up out of the chair.
Yeah.
And you can clearly tell the light's like right there.
Yeah.
Like just slightly off camera. Like,
yeah. Oh, and when we're introduced to them at their hideaway or their hideout or whatever, which is clearly an old school. We'll talk about that. But there's a woman sitting there like on a dress, and she very clearly looks miserable. Like what happened to me to be here with this? And she looks directly into the camera, and then remembers that she needs to do something and walks over to Robert Zadar. She's like sitting there like, all right. It's so great.
But he like basically comes in and says, I want to meet with the dragon.
Yeah.
You can't meet with him. You work. If you're
got to
working
do
with
some
my-
jobs.
You got to work for me first.
Yeah. You won't find the dragon, he'll find you. You looking for work, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to work for Crazy Eddie first, and then work your way up.
He says he basically puts a knife up to his throat immediately and says, "We got a deal here. I'll give you a shave for free.
Yeah.
We got a job tonight."
If you're a cop, I'm gonna slice your throat like a son of a bitch. You understand what I'm telling you? And not only that, if you fuck with me, I will kill your wife, your girlfriend, your children, your dogs, your cats, and I'll blow up your fucking parakeet. You understand that?
Pawn shop. And then what happens?
Today, pawn shop.
Today. Well, he says tonight.
I know, but it's very clearly the middle of the day. And so they go to a pawn shop to knock up a pawn shop. And this is nonsense.
This entire scene is fucking crazy.
It's incredible. So they get there, and it's like 3 or 4 dudes with guns go into this pawn shop to just knock over a pawn shop. And they walk in.
And the dude has like a fucking toy lever action rifle.
He's got a Red Ryder BB gun. Like the pawn shop owner pulls out his gun and he says something. He's like, "Yeah, bastards ain't gonna rob me again.
You bastards are not gonna rob me again."
And then fucking Browen Wilson shoots him in the chest.
You bastards are not gonna rob me again.
He murders a guy. He straight up murders a guy.
Whoa, undercover cops played by a different set of
No, they do not just murder people. I feel pretty confident. They like if he was there and one of the other guys shot him, sure, maybe I could see. But he immediately, unprovoked, bam, shoots the shit out of that guy.
You bastards are not going to rob me again.
He's just been wanting
to
kill.
They probably wouldn't have done it. Like,
no,
you know, maybe,
maybe, but
if he would have fired first.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so they're breaking the glass cases,
yeah, did you notice this?
And the back of them's open.
No.
The back of these glass displays is open because you can see the glass fall.
And the guy's shirt is dangling into him. But he's breaking the tops to get the jewelry out. And yeah, they're completely open. It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. I love this movie so much. And as they were leaving, like, man, they missed out not taking that sweet gumball machine. It's a really cool, like, antique gumball machine thing. Oh no, this scene, this movie. Because then when they leave, after they leave, they cut to a shot of the dead pawn shop guy, and I thought he was gonna get up because I thought it was gonna be like in arranged, like he shot him with a blank. You know what I mean? Like to like sell that he's in, like he shot, like it was all set up. No, guy's dead. That guy's fucking dead. He just killed him. Whoa! And then we cut to Robert Z'Dar playing piano.
I'm convinced that he's actually playing piano.
Me too. It looks like he is, and I think that's actually him singing. And I'm like,
We've already said, Matthew Lexus,
is this a? I've never seen this. This is crazy. Mm-hmm. This is really interesting.
And then he says, like, somebody's here for you. And in a scene where you're just like, maybe, I don't know, you cut away, you go to a different location. No, you stay on the exact same shot. He gets up where you see this blasting light underneath him, light him up.
Yep.
And he just sits down.
At the edge of the frame.
At the edge of the frame.
Like half in.
And the women are just still up there being like, why am I in this?
Like he said, he just walks to the edge of the frame and sits down, and it hangs there forever. You're like, what is going on? Oh, okay. And then he's like, good job or whatever. And then Owen Wilson goes out to his car to call the girl. Immediately calls her, and the phone rings, and she picks it up, and I swear to God, she says Agent Pasta.
Agent Preston?
Instead of Agent Preston, I swear to God. I listened to it 2 times. My girlfriend listened to it. I'm like, she says Agent Pasta.
She is the most unconvincing FBI agent I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the way she talks is not human.
No.
Yeah, I heard. It's all over the news and the papers. But here at the office, there's not much talk.
She reminded me of a little bit of Arth Ben's girlfriend, ex-wife, a little bit. Something about her, the way the one that comes over with the divorce papers.
Remember me?
Yeah, remember me? I don't. What'd she say?
You don't make sense.
You don't make sense. I don't make sense. That's who makes sense.
Somebody who makes sense here.
I'll be gay too, and then that'll make it right for us to get married again, huh?
You're not making any sense.
I don't make sense. You don't make sense. I make sense. That's who makes sense.
So good. So then they go to another drug deal. They go to a drug deal this time during the day.
Oh God, I love this scene.
This scene's incredible. This scene's incredible. This scene's incredible. This scene's okay. So again, the music that isn't Maxwell Caulfield pounding on a piano is like all of the royalty-free music from GarageBand from like the mid 2000s. I heard like every one of those songs I've heard before on stuff. But so then the music starts playing. But did you notice that it sounds like what they did? All of a sudden, suspense stings start happening like randomly. It sounds like they downloaded like a 45-second suspense sting. You know what I mean? Like what? Ba ba ba, like that thing, and played it all back to back.
Tell you what, I got a better idea. I'll send one of my guys. You do the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Customer satisfaction guaranteed.
I swear to God, listen to this scene. I put in, I swear on my life, because I went and I found it on YouTube, and I looked at it, and it's like all of the exact same ones. They just like, and they're just randomly played through in the scene.
Talking about satisfaction guaranteed.
I was like, what is going on?
Okay, all right. So this is where we start getting into like a lot of squib explosions. Not even squib explosions.
Yeah.
It's like they took some duct tape and like put a little bit of like firework explosives.
Like gunpowder or whatever. Yeah, something in it.
And just you can see the duct tape under everything.
You can see them before they get shot every time.
Yes.
There's one in particular later where the cyborg lady's executing some dudes, and they have bright white shirts, and you can see a giant hole where the thing's gonna explode on their chest before she shoots them. It's fucking amazing. So there's a big shootout that happens, and Robert Zardis stands there like a badass.
It's a beautiful day.
And it plays this great music it's literally the theme music on one of my podcasts I listen to like every week. It's their theme music. It's crazy. And so they had a successful deal. They kill all the guys. And then they gotta go party. So they gotta go get some party supplies. I was really hoping they were gonna knock over a party city. Like go and break into a party city. But when they're sitting in that car, Johnny, what they call him, Johnny Boy?
He's like
riding bitch and hunched up in the back.
Because like clearly he's on like the center console.
And he's like, hi guys, all right. And it looks like they're filming through like a greasy window. Like I think it's like a light leak from like the
there's
sun.
Fucking flares coming in throughout the film.
Yeah. But it's so funny. So they go into like a booze store to get some booze. And they like rob the cash register, and the clerk's like, please don't kill me.
Okay, anything you say. Just someone shoot me.
Do I look like somebody who's gonna kill you?
Do I look like the type of guy that would shoot somebody? Just give me the frickin' money. You can keep the singles though.
And then he kills him.
I'm sorry, kid. Goodbye.
And I'd be like, yes. Have you seen you, Robert Zadar? Yes, you do.
Have you seen every movie you've ever been in?
Yeah, and he just kills him for no reason. Just shoots him because, and he says later, because he wanted to or whatever.
What the hell did you do that for? Yeah, what's that for?
Because I fucking felt like it. Let's get in the parlor, let's go party. Come on, go!
Then we cut to Johnny meeting up with his girlfriend at the coffee shop. This coffee shop, they go to an espresso shop. Random opening scene or a setup establishing shot of the barista making some coffee, and there's just this really random like quick snap zoom into her arm that had to have been unintentional. Like they meant to cut that out. But they just left it in there in the middle. It's insane. But he's undercover, and he's just hanging out. He's just hanging out with another FBI agent in the middle of the day in public.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, how are you, Peggy?
Great. Couple of hot drinks for you.
But he's supposed to be undercover. He's like the worst undercover agent ever.
That's the number one thing they said. Don't contact the agency. And he's contacting the agency.
Yeah. Immediately, he just goes and hangs out with her, and then the shot is, and it's like it reminds me of like Burt Dimmock and stuff, where like the way this is framed when they're having a conversation, her head is like barely in it, and it's like 89% clock in the background. Like that is the whole thing. Like there's
89% coffee clock.
Yeah, coffee clock in the background. It's like all you can see. It's oh my god.
This entirety of this, I don't think this was shot at a cafe. I think this was shot in.
I think.
It
Well,
was?
maybe not.
Because it looks like it was shot in somebody's like living room.
Yeah.
That they're like, all right, let's put a table in here and some. What's in a coffee shop? I don't know. Clock.
Coffee thing that says
clocks.
coffee. Coffee clock.
Because I have that TV there.
Yeah. But I love too. There's because they do thank an espresso bar at the end, and he has like a million mile long thank you list at the end, which is where
I was
this goes
hoping
off
that
the
we would
rails,
see somebody who.
which is where this goes off the rails. But anyway, sorry. No, I'm telling you, just
Okay.
wait till we
All
get
right,
there.
all right.
He thanks an espresso shop, so I assumed they filmed there. But so then when he leaves, the guys are there followed him to keep the bad guys followed him to keep tabs on him, and guys just leaning out of the car with a camera, like snapping pictures
With like a 90s camera.
yeah, like a little like a digital, but like a very early digital camera. And then we cut back to the agency, and we get to see Chief in that red glorious blazer.
Oh my god, I thought he was like either going to like play polo or being a valet.
What is it? Yeah, and I love they're in like a conference room. It looks like they're in a conference room at like a DoubleTree Hilton, and like he's just at the end of a conference table. Like, they probably are. They probably filmed it at the hotel Joe Estevez was staying at for filming, and they just went to the conference room, and it's like, this is the office. A lot of the stuff later with him, they film like clearly in like a city hall.
Yeah.
Because they're in like a chamber of
They're in a courtroom at one point.
No, it's chamber hall because it says like chairman and like I think it looks like a courtroom, but I think it's anyways, they're at like a city hall for a lot of that later. Then when there's the little quick scene of Cyborg murdering those three guys who are supposedly undercover, and the guy's like, "Dragon, please, it's not what you think." And the line delivery is amazing.
Dragon, please, it's not what you think.
And Dragon, I love.
There was a part where one of the explosions, the first guy, like the viscera that comes out of him, like almost hits the camera.
Yeah. And I love it. The Dragon's like, "I won't kill you, but she will." Like
that's every time.
Yeah, every time. It's so stupid.
You say you're not leaking information to the feds? I believe you. Therefore, I won't kill you. See, the problem is, Sandy, she tends to look at things a little different.
But then so we cut back to their hideout, like the gang place or whatever, and the fucking, it's like I said, it's at a school because they have a chalkboard on the wall with
and there's
staff
musical
lines. Yes, like when you were in like music class in elementary school when they put the staff lines on the fucking chalkboard. That's just on there. I was like, what? And then later they're in like a school auditorium, like theater or something like that. It's amazing.
This movie is so amazing.
Okay. And then, so this is random. So they're like, oh, okay, well, I recognize, they have a picture of him with the girl, and they bring it, and one of the guys, either Kelly or somebody says, I know her.
Yeah.
She's an FBI
That
agent.
was he like pinned her.
Yeah.
But
they like don't believe it, kind of, or something? They seem to like...
Initially, but...
She's a federal agent. Man, I'm sure of it. Last time, on our last job, he might have saved my ass. But her, she's a fed.
Well, they bring him in for questioning, but I love in this scene, as Robert Zadar.
Okay, so they have this guy Smitty. He's like the main Robert Zadar's main henchman.
I
Smitty
thought
or something
Kelly
like that?
was.
No,
Kelly's Dragons, right? Yeah.
So he goes, Smitty, take the girls, jerk off or something.
Yeah, no, he says, jerk off, go get laid. So, borrow 100 from Rocco and get out of here. I love you. Go.
I have a headache. Do me a favor. Take Maggie and Lexus. Jerk off. Go get laid. Borrow 100 from Rocco. I need a moment. Would you please leave? And I love you. Go now.
It's just like a stream of nonsense, and then just like jerk off, get out of here. I love you. I love you. And he has to tell him I love you in the middle of it, and it's amazing.
And I love you.
There's also a couple times where the sound just completely like drops out. They didn't record any room tone, like Birdemic, like I said, Birdemic level of like the sound is just completely cuts out.
You're all dismissed. I think a round of applause is in order for that.
So basically, what's his name tells the agent Pasta not to. That's what I called her the whole movie because I swear
the
she
chief,
said Agent Pasta.
the chief
yeah.
is asking to speak to her privately.
Yeah.
With the exception of Agent Preston, you're all dismissed.
Yeah, because that's the board reading where the sound drops out completely a couple times. So it's during that like FBI meeting, And he basically talks to her and he's like, you gotta stop talking to Johnny, whatever his name is.
I know you've been keeping in touch with Special Agent Thomas. And you have to stop.
Because you're gonna fuck up my my investigation. And this dude, he goes from normal to screaming his lungs out. Like
he's schizo.
like on a dime. Yeah.
I cannot allow you to stick your well-intentioned Harvard law school educated nose in and fuck it up!
Like he just snaps. And I thought, so this is a really annoying thing in this movie. The whole time, you start to think they're setting up. Imagine you felt this way too. That the chief is corrupt, right?
Yeah.
And that Joe Estevez is going to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because he's like his underling. And Joe Estevez is going to figure it out and like kind of like save the day. And you know what I mean?
No.
Not even close.
Nope.
And I was astounded that that's not what happened.
Somebody's going to correct me. That's not schizo, all right? That's like he's manic depressive or bipolar, okay?
Something like that. So, and then I love when they're passing around the pictures of Agent Preston. Every time a bad guy sees it, they have to comment about how hot she is.
I'll tell you what, boss. This guy's got good taste in women.
No shit. She's hot.
Whoa. Guys, you need to check out this chick Johnny Boy's with. She's fucking hot.
Oh, she can bust me anytime.
Every single one of them is like, oh, the FBI, man, I'd let her lock me up. Like every single one of them. And I was like, she was a producer on this movie. I mean, like, that might have got written in there like a little. She's like, okay, every single dude's got to say how hot I am when they see my picture.
Hey, what's the scoop?
You're not even gonna believe this. That bastard Thornbeck knows we've been talking.
But I don't know what happens. But he's on the phone with her, and she says they probably tapped our phones.
How did he find out?
Knowing Thornbeck, he probably tapped our phones.
The chief probably tapped our phone because she calls him to say, hey, the chief told me not to
hey, this thing I'm doing right now, the chief told me not to do that.
And she goes, he must have tapped our phone to know we were contacting. But then immediately she says, but actually, he probably just knew about it because of our past.
Knowing Thornbeck, he probably tapped our phones. Although, honestly, I think he just remembers our.
What?
That's literally what she says.
They have
They met. They met 30 minutes ago in this movie. I was like, what? Your past? What? You had a meet cute. I saw it.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
Don't lie. Don't try to gaslight me, movie. Don't try to fucking gaslight me. And the movie forgot its own introduction of these characters. Johnny, it's like the Olive Garden. We're family here.
Raise a glass, big pour one. And propose a toast to you. Johnny, it's like the Olive Garden. We're family here.
So they have a big toast.
Bro and Wilson, all right?
Yeah.
We're family here. Wow, we're really family.
Wow, we're family.
Wow, this is a great drink.
Wow, what is it? It's very strong. So they drug his drink and they have like a big cheers fest. And he drinks it and then he like passes out.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up and he's tied up to a chair.
Giant quotations there.
Yeah, he's loosely tied to a chair.
They interrogate him about
Dragon
her.
comes in a blue blazer with a different shade blue shirt. I don't know a lot about fashion, but I don't think that's a good look. And he's questioning him, and he pulls out because his dragon cane has a sword like knife thing in it.
You know that sword you get in the mall?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, sweet mall ninja shit. Like it's one of those. And he pulls it out and he's like threatening him. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Wow, I don't know. Wow.
Just because I went out with that chick doesn't mean anything. I only work for you.
You're crazier than a road lizard.
Yeah. Oh, and then so Kelly says, guy's pretty fucking funny. He should be on the comedian channel.
Guy's pretty fucking funny. Should be on the comedian channel or some shit.
He should be on the comedian channel. And then Johnny goes, yeah, I've always wanted to be a comedian.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a comedian.
And Kelly snaps like he called him a name and comes at him.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a comedian.
It makes no sense. Like, the guy's like, yeah, I've always wanted to be a comedian. He's like, you motherfucker! And I'm like, what is that? He did what? What? Wait, what? I don't understand what's happening here. He didn't attack you or anything.
You heard the man. We don't take foolish chances. Never have. never will.
You. Wait till we're down the street and then pop a cap in his ass.
They say basically take care of him.
Yeah.
And they leave.
They could just kill him.
And then
but
the Smitty character's like, "Why'd you do it, Johnny? I thought we were friends."
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's a shame. I kind of like working with you.
I'm sorry this has to be this way too, Smitty.
You know, I like working with you too, Smitty.
Yeah. What the fuck? What is this?
We've never
connection?
seen them interact like together. Like this.
No.
Like, yeah, they've been in scenes.
You've killed people together.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
they never talk to each other or anything. It's just out of nowhere. And but I also love. There's a moment where the boss is like thinking about stabbing him. Like Dragon's like gonna stab him, and Kelly is like holding him back. And I'm like, he's the boss. If he wants to kill that guy, you just you don't hold back the boss. Like you don't stop him from doing stuff. That's weird. So this is the fight scene. The Jason Bourne shit goes down.
He takes the first dude and like whips the gun around on him and shoots him.
Yeah.
And just like knocks out everyone else.
It's just bottles to heads. He just breaks bottles over heads. And then he throws a guy through the world's fakest table.
And
like a balsa wood.
He like breaks a fake
chair.
chair.
Yes, like a cardboard chair over a guy's back. And it's all like supposed to look impressive, but it just looks like a drunken guy stumbling around the room banging people with shit. Like it's amazing. And then he throws a guy through a really fake table. That's it's gorgeous. Oh, and then he goes to so he gets out, he escapes, he runs away. And he goes to a pier, and he calls Agent Pasta. And he's like, but it's so weird in this scene, in the audio, you can hear, it sounds like she's standing off camera, yelling the lines at him.
And they're on to me, and they just tried to do me in.
So now what do you want to do?
Well, since Thornbeck is basically no help to me, I'm on the run until I bring these guys down.
You can't do it alone. I'm coming in.
Which is weird because earlier they had phone conversations and they did the voice sound effect, like the phone call sound effect, just fine.
Hey, look, why don't we meet for coffee tomorrow morning?
Okay, our usual place?
Yeah, about 10 o'clock.
Not in this one. It's just, it literally sounds like she's right next to him, like saying the lines to him.
You can't do that. This is ridiculous. We're gonna both be out of a job if you do that.
I don't care. Chief Thornbeck can kiss my ass. Where do you want to meet?
And I love in the chief's office, there's a giant Coca-Cola refrigerator in the background.
And believe me, you twisted son of a bitch, I'm gonna file a report and state my protest to this.
I'm not kidding. There's a giant, it's the chief's office. There's a giant, like when you go through the checkout at Walmart, like right next to the thing, like the big glass door coolers, there's one of those behind his desk. Which is incredible.
I love this movie so much.
It's incredible. But then, so she leaves, and then Joe Estevez goes after her.
But she is going to meet up with him and ruin what's left of this case. So you need to stop her before she leaves here. Now move. Now!
I'm on it.
Oh, right. This is where
yeah, I thought
he gets his ass kicked.
He gets his ass kicked, but she's walking through that parking garage, and for like a second, I thought it was
Arthur.
Oh my god, I thought it was the Ben and Arthur parking
I was
garage.
waiting for techno music.
Oh my god, I was convinced for the first, and then they cut to a different angle and you can see it's different, but that first shot looked exactly like the Ben and Arthur parking garage. But that was, Ben and Arthur was shot out like in LA, and this was shot in Bay City, Michigan. Which, boy oh boy, we'll get there. So she beats the shit out of Joe Estevez. And he comes back. I love this. The guy's like, you got beat up by a girl?
You've got to be kidding me. A woman did this to you.
And it's like,
I'm like 70.
Yeah, he's like an old man who's been working a desk job for the last 30 years. She's a 20 or 25-year-old FBI agent. Yeah, she kicked his ass. Like, what are you talking about?
Preston is a highly trained special agent.
Yeah. So are you. And you're not supposed to get your ass kicked by a woman.
And the chief is totally doing like a poor man's Hugo Weaving through a lot of this. I've noticed he's like kind of channeling Hugo Weaving.
Listen here, Agent Preston.
Oh, Mr. Anderson.
But they meet up, and now there's a hit on Johnny.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of the day, in a downtown busy area, these guys bring out Uzis and just start unloading.
Yeah.
I know they're not Uzis, but they're just they're submachine guns.
Got ammo?
And they just put round after round into this car.
Yeah.
And then there's a shot later in this scene where they show the guy shooting, and it's like nothing but bullet holes in the wall behind them.
What is that?
Like, what is that?
I thought, because it was like, that must have just been the design on the building and not supposed to be bullet holes, because I was like, our guys have not shot that many bullets at them. Like, our guys have handguns. They haven't shot 800 bullets at them. What is that? We missed the gym scene a little bit with the gym, because one of my favorite things about the gym scene, it's great. For whatever reason, Dragon's wearing a Japan flag on his...
He's got a dragon tattoo on his back.
Yeah, and he's got a Japanese flag, like, headband. But I love, at the end, when they're like, him and Kelly are having a conversation at the end of the scene, very clearly... whatever gym they were filming in could not be bothered to stop doing whatever class they were doing on the other side. Because you hear people like doing jumping jacks, and then a coach going like, "All right, guys, one more minute, let's do it, let's go." And you can hear that louder than our conversation we're watching.
Every time we hire somebody, we get this shit. No. We'll let Eddie and the guys handle it. All right. We'll let Eddie and the guys handle it. All right.
It's like the gym they're filming in could not fucking...
There's one thing where we sit on like probably 5-10 seconds of a guy jumping rope.
Random guy. He's credited.
It's credited.
Jump rope guy in gym. Credited. Good for that guy. Holy shit. Oh no. I also wrote here, how is there still 40 minutes left in this movie?
Right at the end of that shootout scene, they're at the car they've been taking cover behind. And the windows aren't broken.
No, not at all. And I love the guy when he falls, they all fall in slow motion and like, it's fucking so stupid. Oh, and she also says, I think this might even be before that. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I get lost at the end here. She has a line where she's talking to, how much time we get to it? She's talking to Johnny, and they know they're coming after him. Mm-hmm. So she says,
best offense is a good defense. Let's do this.
No.
That's not the same.
That's never been the same.
The best defense is a good offense. And it doesn't even make sense because they won't want to survive, so saying it the right way makes sense in the context. And she said, well, they're coming after us. What should we do? We should go on the attack. The best defense is a good offense. That would make sense. But I felt like an insane person watching this movie so many times. Like, what's happening?
Best offense is a good defense.
Bull fucking shit!
Strip club scene. Strip club scene.
God. Okay.
Not strip club scene.
This is a strip limo.
Well, our good friend Johnny Boy has just managed to kill off all 3 guys who just sunk over there.
Yes, it is. Oh my God. What's so great? They couldn't afford to rent a strip club, so they rented a bus with a stripper pole in it. It's fucking incredible. So fucking amazing. And the engine is running the whole time, and you can hear it over all of them talking.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Who is this guy? He's starting to piss me off.
Well, I think it's about that time to go pay Joey the mold a visit, if he exists.
There's a warehouse scene later that I have to bring up something in the
Before we get to the warehouse scene, yes, I agree. The hacker scene. We have to talk about the hacker scene. The fucking college dropout hacker scene.
That dude.
They go to a hotel. Dragon and Kelly go to a hotel, and they're trying to get info on Johnny. So they talk to this like fucking jackass kid hacker in this room.
I've entered his picture into the FBI database. There we should get a match.
I don't care what you gotta do. Just find out who this asshole is.
Relax, Dragon. I'm sure Joey can find out. Right, Joey?
Why does he have a Shakespeare on his desk? What is that?
Yeah. It'll just take a few minutes. Wow, this guy is in deep. He must be a shadow.
Was that like the collected works of Shakespeare sitting on his table to like, and my girlfriend was like, is that just like to show he's smart? Or like, why does he have Shakespeare on his table? I was like so confused that whole scene. I love, he's got a printer.
All in a hotel room.
Just trash everywhere. They're like, we got to make it look disheveled. Like he just stays there and hacks all day. We'll put soda bottles in.
But he has a presented up, like displays up Shakespeare.
Yes.
Like who in their right mind puts a book vertical and like just away from you?
Yeah. And then so he finds out who Johnny is, and he says he's a shadow.
He must be a shadow.
Now what the fuck is a shadow?
A shadow is what the FBI calls someone who is lethal.
Shadow is what the FBI calls someone who is lethal.
That's the line he says. I'm like, it's the FBI. Anybody with a gun is lethal. I don't understand what that means. And so he basically, this hacker, this college dropout asshole, hacks into the FBI, gets all of his information, prints it out, and gives it to him. It's like, here's your guy.
Looks like I got it. Looks like your boy's name is Special Agent John Thomas. I definitely don't want him after me.
Johnny Ringo, or whatever his fucking name is. Go get him, not Johnny Ringo. That's from Tombstone.
I'm your huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo. You look like somebody just walked over your grave.
So he tells Joe Estevez, because it sets up the warehouse.
Like, put an end to them.
Yeah.
I want you to meet up with Thomas and Preston. Tell them you're there to back them up and help them get off a jam they're in.
All right, I can do that. But what do you want me to do then?
Which doesn't make any sense. Like, he sends the FBI guy after the dragon because he wants to take down the dragon. And then this whole setup, you keep thinking, like I said, because now he's like, well, we got to kill the FBI. He says, kill Johnny.
I want you to kill Thomas.
I still don't know why. Like, because he...
Why does he think that Josephus can do it?
Yeah, I don't know. But he goes, kill Johnny, which I said before he said that. I said jokingly, I want you to kill them. Because that's like the setup for the line, and I did not think he was going to say that. That's what he says. I want you to kill him. I was like, well, okay.
But he wants him to bring Preston in.
Yeah, and kill Johnny.
But deliver Preston to me alive.
And I'm like, okay, he's clearly crooked. No, I don't understand what his whole character and what his point is.
Chief, why don't you just let me bring them in? They found out he was an agent, but that's not a crime.
No, it's not.
But fucking up this investigation is
the warehouse.
This entire shootout is the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's so boring. It's so boring.
Every single bad guy hides behind a piece of fucking. It's like,
I was like, what are you doing?
Every single bad guy hides behind a column that is thinner than them.
Yes! It's like, what the fuck is happening? What are you idiots doing? And the fucking blanks that they shoot off are fucking incredible. And the fucking music kicks in, and it's that song that you know you've heard. Boom, boom, bam, 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 boom, boom, bam. But I've heard that song like in a million things. I can never remember what it's from. And it's got the voice in the background that goes... You'll know it when you fucking hear it. They also kicked back in the suspense sound effect CD that they had.
And then
it's all blue. The white balance got fucked in this part. Like,
no, they were. I'm assuming they were trying to shoot day for night.
Is that what it was?
That's what it looked like. And then they were just like, "Fuck it."
It was awfully bright for day for night.
I know. God.
Johnny!
But it looked like they were trying to shoot day for night, and then at one point they were just like, "Fuck it," and then they were like, "Well, maybe we should try shooting day for night again."
Yeah, I don't know.
It goes back.
Yeah,
and forth.
it's nonsense. And I love Robert Zarr has a great line here where he goes, "It's Monopoly time, and I'm Boardwalk."
All right, Johnny. It's Monopoly time on Boardwalk.
What does that
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
I love you, Robert.
What the fuck does that mean? The one line, like, I don't understand what the fuck that means.
Mustache.
And during the shootout, there's a great moment where a blank goes off, and it clearly looks like it catches Robert Zadar by surprise because he's like, There's a great, so Joe Estevez shows up, and there's this great slow motion shot of Joe Estevez running out from behind cover with his eyes closed, shooting in slow motion. And then they just kill a bunch more people, and Robert Zadar dies.
No, Robert Zadar.
He eats it, and it's like super slow motion, and he's yelling gibberish.
Yeah.
And like shooting his gun in the
Well, he
air.
like gets down to his knees. He's like, oh, arthritis.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, oh right, I have to go all the way down.
yeah. And then he like falls over. And they're like, there's a reaction shot of our heroes, and they look after she shoots Sandy and he shoots Robert Zadar, and there's like a reaction shot of them, and they both look sad after they shoot those people. They're like,
But okay, so Joseph is like, he's pointing the gun at Browen Wilson.
Yeah, Browen Wilson.
Chief says you're a renegade. Says you don't follow orders. Says you're bad for the agency.
It's like this is where you're
into the line.
Yeah. In the line. Oh wow.
And yeah, oh wow. And he goes and says something about like, where's Sandy? I haven't seen Sandy.
Where's Preston?
Hell if I know. I've been fighting bad guys for the last few minutes.
You can see, I'm like,
Preston.
I'm pretty sure that's her behind you, because you can see her hair when he says that line over his shoulder. I'm like, I think that's her behind him. And so here's what you think's gonna happen and what would make sense. Dressed as end of the line, but then realizes that he needs to help him accomplish it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like doesn't go to kill him. That's not what happens. She just shoots him. She shoots Joe Estevez and kills him.
Let's just get this thing over with.
Yeah, I owe you one.
Because like the entire movie, he seems like he has a moral dilemma.
He seems like the good one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he's the good guy, and he's like kind of pushing back against this potentially corrupt chief. And it's not the storyline.
Potentially corrupt, and then there's no evidence that he's ever corrupt.
Well,
he's just a guy.
You get the feeling like that because he's like it seems like he's working counterproductive to his goals in a way.
Yeah.
And like he's actually going to end up having been working with Dragon the whole time. Is what it seems like to me.
I think that's what the original script was.
That had to have been. That's what it seemed like to me. But then it's not that. And Joe Estevez just gets shot and killed, and I'm like,
okay,
all right. All right.
Hey, you want pizza, boy?
I have a pizza delivery and a message for Mr. Dragon.
I'll just take this little note.
Take this piece and go fuck yourself.
Okay, how does this happen where she gets captured by Dragon?
I don't know. They never show that. They do show.
They show her like being held captive.
Yeah, well, no, but they never show when she gets captured.
Yeah, but where was he the whole time?
I don't know. He shows up. There's a great. He's at his house at one point, and they do a really long, slow zoom in on his face as he's sitting on his couch.
This fight between Kelly and Owen Wilson is like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yes, it's amazing. It's fucking incredible.
There's a part where Kelly's like doing like his punch moves. I can just see that in the fucking slow-mo again, Ryan. Goddamn, you're editing. But he does he tries to do a kick and like kicks the wall, and you can see him have a reaction like,
yeah. He's just like flailing around, and he keeps doing, whenever Kelly falls on the ground, he tries to do that cool thing where you like flip kick up onto your feet, but he can't quite do it. So he kind of just flips most of the way up and then like pushes himself up.
And then he loses his fedora.
Yeah, he loses his
Is it a fedora or a trilby?
Could be a trilby. I don't know. It's something douchey.
In the arms of the angel.
And then, so apparently our guy had a knife the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't use it until that very second, and he stabs.
Knife.
He stabs Kelly in the gut. Agent Pasta is in a shootout with these two guys, and one of the guys she shoots is this old guy. Right? What was this?
This is like the saddest thing.
What was that? What was it?
He gets like shot, and then he's just like bleeding from his mouth.
And like sad music starts playing, and he
falls over.
And he's like contemplating life. He's like, and like, why did we hang on that one random henchman's death for like 40 seconds? What the fuck was that? I saw you looking at it, motherfucker.
I was like, why did my headroom go away?
Oh. We get to the big show off now. Everybody else is dead. Dragon's got Pasta. I love when he brings her in to the shot. He comes shuffling into the side with her in a thing. He looks down
at his
mark.
Yes.
And hits his mark. And then looks back up. He very clearly is like,
oh, there's my T-spot.
All right, right there, and and I knew the moment he walked out in front of that stark white thing, I'm like,
oh my god.
Yep, know where this is going.
So he tells him, lay down the gun,
Yeah.
so he does.
Put your gun on the ground where I can see it!
Okay, alright. I'm putting the gun down. This is our problem, not hers.
And then he pulls out that fucking huge
Bowie knife or
and
whatever,
just
yeah.
chucks it at him.
Yeah.
Know it! She's as much goddamn trouble as you are! Now get ready to die!
Then he picks up the gun and unloads on him.
Shoots like a bunch of... I love it. And the Kool-Aid. The fucking blood is like the worst fake blood I've ever seen. Like Neil Breen does way more convincing fake blood than they did in this one.
But it's pretty much over.
Yeah, that's it.
They're like, we got one more thing we gotta
thing.
take care of. They go up to the chief, and she just punches him.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And that's it.
If you two expect me to congratulate you,
And then it's like, bow, end of the movie, bow, credits.
And then we go through actors, and then we go through every single bit role in the film.
Every bit role.
Everything from like bar patrons down to the guy jumping rope, and then at the very end it says extras. Are you kidding me?
Yep. And then special thanks, and it thanks every single place that they filmed, everybody who gave them anything.
The entirety of the Bay City area.
Yeah.
And the governor of Michigan.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting.
Is this gonna blow my mind?
I don't know if it'll blow your mind, but it's fun. It's a fun rabbit hole I went down. So, first, when the music for the credits started playing, I go, I would bet my fucking life that this song is written and performed by the actor that plays Kelly.
I hear him coming. 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 I hear him coming.
I would almost bet my life.
That's what I was thinking too.
So I looked it up. Oh, because at the end it says, and it's got a name, and it's not that guy's name.
Maurice Kelly Jr.
That's the guy. That's the actor's name, or Kelly Maurice or Maurice Kelly. Yeah, that's the actor's name. But so the song is the guy who performed the song has got some weird name, and I didn't recognize it. But it says produced by Thumpland Entertainment. Produced the song. So I went to Facebook. I typed in Maurice Kelly Jr. Found his Facebook profile.
Oh God.
Maurice Kelly Jr. is the head executive of Thumpland Entertainment. So I was right. He produced the song, didn't perform it. So then I started doing a little more thing. My girlfriend noticed during that special.
This is gonna make my brain hurt.
So there's a thing that says wardrobe for Christopher J. Martin,
by
provided by Hot Bods Clothing. So I did a little.
Is this owned by like somebody who's part of the crew?
Just need to see this website. So Hot Bods Clothing provided the wardrobe, the sleeveless cutoffs and all that. Wait till you see this website.
Oh God, please tell me he's like a model for it.
No, but look at this website.
Whoa! What?
Give me that. Look at these guys. Look at the Photoshop on this. It's so good. Look. So I did some more. They have a children's line. Where the pictures go. They have a children's line.
Please tell me they're like just as photoshopped.
No, they're pretty normal.
Oh, damn it. That'd be amazing if they were like all rigid.
Yeah, I know. So I also went. You could look like just as much of a douche as Daddy. I'll show you all these pictures. I will put all these in. This website is so mid-2000s too. So I had to go to the Tanks and Sleeveless to see if the white collared button down was in there.
Please tell me it is, and please tell me we get to see those arms.
No, unfortunately it's a different model.
God,
but it is in
damn
there. But fun. So I scrolled down. My girlfriend was like, hey, there's a video down there. It's like, what is this? So I click on this video. It's a 8-minute video. Whoops. That is a short film that is advertising a real estate listing in Las Vegas. And now there's no Neil Breen tie-in. I was hoping that this was going to all deep dive down to Neil Breen. But literally, This much anticipated production from the Anter team exemplifies our fabulous new real estate listing at 7600 Silver Meadow Court in the heart of Las Vegas.
Hey girl, what are you up to tomorrow? Oh my god, wait until you see this place. Make sure you bring your swimsuit.
They do this like weird soap opera, but they like show off the house, but then they're like this weird like soap opera. There's birds. I took a really deep dive after I got done with this movie. And like they do all these like giant paintings. I'm like, what is happening? What even is this? But that's the model from Hot Bods.
What the fuck am I watching?
No, real estate advertisement for a house. This is a real estate advertisement for a fucking house. Like, what is going on? Is this real life? Why don't you just show the house? What is this?
I just fed Polly, and yeah, just taking it easy. It's gonna be a peaceful night. Okay, no problem. I'll see you tomorrow.
But I just absolutely love this Hot Bods website. This fucking, and the thing that was super unfortunate, I wish I would have found this earlier, because look at the price.
Are they like relatively inexpensive?
Oh, they're incredibly inexpensive. They're the one I would want, the gauze sleeveless, rocked by our very own. It's $10. That's a $10 shirt. I need one of these shirts in my life. So anybody out there wants to buy, although this isn't a button down, but it's close enough, it's collar. Go to hotbodsclothingcompany.com, the gauze sleeveless, hit me up and I'll give you my info. You can send me one. I probably wear like a double X.
I love how this is an advertisement now for their
I
website.
love it. It's so amazing. And so he also puts, we're done, but he also puts in, so it took up place in Bay City. Since they thanked all of the places they shot, you could totally go to Bay City and do like a Meltdown tour of all the places they filmed. How amazing would that be? What I wanted to do, it would be this might be the best dream GBorBB fan meetup ever. Go to Bay City, Michigan. We rent the stripper bus from the company and take a tour around Bay City to all the locations in this film.
Oh my god, yes.
How amazing would that be?
Oh, people watching this, get this movie out there. People need to know about this film.
I cannot stress enough. This is it. It's like it's Neil Breen. It's we've said it before with other movies. This is the next big one I could see. It has the fucking movie. It's on YouTube, which is where we watched it. The one on YouTube has like 100 views. Like nobody has seen this, I feel like. And it has like 30 reviews on IMDb. Like this is an unknown gem. We found a good one. Thank you, dude, on YouTube. I meant to look up who you are. But you fucking crushed it with this recommendation. Let's get to it. Fucking good bad, man.
It's so good
bad. It's not even, it's unbelievable. Like this movie's incredible. I can't
like if my film brain could orgasm any harder, I would be dead.
Yeah, it would be dead. It's truly magical. Go watch Meltdown 2009 starring Browen Wilson. It'll wow you. And go get yourself a Hot Bods shirt.
Oh my god, get it. Just
that Hot
Oh
Bods.
boy.
Just those pictures are so photoshopped. Like they're so fake looking. It's fucking incredible. And of course, he has his wardrobe provided by a company called Hot Bods. Like it's just too perfect.
We gotta go clean ourselves up.
Yeah, I gotta recover from this one for a while. So until next time, keep watching movies.
Watch Meltdown.
Especially
if you can find it, cherish it, love it.
Meltdown.
Throw your children away. Your entire life is meaningless now.
It's all meaningless.
This is everything you will ever need in a single film.
All you need is Meltdown. John Lennon had it wrong. It's not all you need is not love. All you need is Meltdown, and that beautiful bleach blonde
Rowan Wilson. Wow. Wait. You mean the shirt company that's gonna help with our film is called Hot Bods? Wow.